craziness. But I say all that to say, I grew up just like you. We're Black Americans. We're Negroes. We niggas. We Black folks. We African Americans. Word on the street is, public opinion is, we all come from Africa. But until I actually did my genealogy and traced my family tree and looked into my ancestral roots, that's when I found, wait a minute, I don't see Africans in this family tree. I see Indians in this family tree. I see Indian chiefs and town kings and lawyers of the Supreme Court, and list goes on and on. And as I became a full-time genealogist, and I now do this for many of you all, we do the research together and we do the digging, and guess what we find? Most of our ancestors actually were free, and most of our ancestors were not no Africans. I just finished someone's genealogy last week. Their folks come from Maryland, and I found land allotments, records, deeds indicating that they were free entrepreneurs, worked their own land. The women of the family were homemakers, and this was during the time that Maryland had slavery. Time and time again, you'll find that even when slavery is in the South in its peak, in the antebellum South, there's free people of color in the South. Y'all know there's always been free people of color here in this land, right? When they're setting up the 13 colonies, there's free people of color. Crispus Attucks is supposed to be the first death of the Boston Massacre. He was a free Black Indian, Crispus Attucks, right? Free people of color fought during the American Revolution for the British and for the rebels. Free people of color fought for the Union and for the Confederacy during the Civil War. Guys, do the genealogy, do the research. Most of us don't come from Africa, and not all of us descend from slaves. And those of us that do descend from slaves, dang, slave is just a classification. Depending on what territory your ancestors lived in, they could have been living under French colonial rule instead of British. And if you understand the nuance between the French and the French treated their slaves way differently than the British treated their slaves. And then you got the myths of Indians having slaves and that whole debacle there. So the more research you do, the more you'll know, not just about your family's history, but about how nuanced history really is. Many know about slavery, but few discuss paper genocide. We did not all come from Africa, and most of us have Aboriginal roots that were stripped away due to reclassification and miseducation. As a native Black American and a member of the Muskogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. If you want to learn how to trace your genealogy and apply for tribal citizenship, go to nativebblackancestry.com to schedule a consultation.